Today we're going to be seeing how much we can increase our combat rating by using the Inferno 9 gear that I farmed and that I'm going to craft in this video. Let's go. So we're going to be looking today at how much I can increase my combat rating by using the Inferno 9 gear. So I'm going to be crafting some gear, I'm going to be farming my wisps from the moonlight flora. I've also got some saved wisps, I've got some stuff stashed in my inventory. So taking a look, my starting combat rating is 52,967, so it's not actually too bad. That's not with my max resonance or anything either, so this is just my basic, what I normally use, what I normally play with. I've been saving up my rhodolite for fine crafting. I've got 31 of those. I have 166 Inferno 9 wisps. I did use some yesterday. I also have all the moonlight flora saved up. I don't know how much moonlight flora I have. And in my stash here, I have some Inferno 9 gear already. So this is all Inferno 9 gear on these two tabs. So I have been finding like a few bits, and there's some bits that I can instantly swap out. So there's some pieces here that I've already got equipped. So like this, for example, is a straight swap, which makes it a lot easier for actually equipping what I need. I do also have some upgrades here. I have a feeling some things have saved back into the wrong stash. So yeah, this is an Inferno 9 piece. So again, this one is a straight swap, and you can see that is plus 100 combat rating already. I don't know, no, that one's not a straight swap. This is obviously the Inferno 8 one that I equipped. So I do have pieces that are already higher, but we're going to see in my basic everyday build how much we can increase my combat rating by. So for starters, we'll go to moonlight flora and see what we've got there. I've also actually got a bunch of things saved, so let's claim all of this now and see if we have anything here. These, it really annoys me when they have a cooldown on them to actually use the next one. Let's use this mystery equipment box. I wish we could just use all 27 of these in one go. Now, some of these I've obviously found after Inferno 9, after hitting Inferno 9. Some of them I found before Inferno 9. And some of them I'm going to save. So I'm going to probably save these ones. They generally don't give the eternal gear, which is what I usually look for. I look for eternal gear. So like from Terra Rifts, I've actually saved up my Terra Rifts to play after the update. So even though I'm fully capped on Battle Pass for this week, I haven't done any Terra Rifts whatsoever. And I've obviously not claimed my Battle Pass rewards either. So that hasn't worked properly. Let's try again. So we have an upgrade here on the helm, but it's not actually anything interesting. This wrist again is Skybreaker's Bolt, which is a good set, but it's only 2 slots and it does not have a blue slot. So everything that we've just identified, I'm going to salvage. There's nothing that is groundbreaking there, so there's no point in me keeping it. And we'll see what we can craft and what we can find from the moonlight flora as well. So let's go ahead and salvage these bits first. So let's salvage all of that. And let's head to the moonlight cleansing and actually see how many moonlight flora I've got here. So I've got 82 out of 200. So should be able to get some nice or a nice amount of wisps added up. I'm going to run all of this moonlight flora now, and then we'll join back and see exactly how many wisps we can gain from this added on to the 166 that I already have. Okay, so after completing moonlight cleansing, I used all of my moonlight flora, which was 82. I only got that absolution, which is right 3. I only got that once, which seems super suspicious to me, but whatever, I cannot change it. So we have 201 Inferno 9 fabled wisps now, and I'm going to look at trying to mainly craft ring pieces, because the rings I can trade out through a lot of different builds. So I generally use Feasting Barons in a lot of builds, PvP and PvE. Same with Vitus. Now, obviously, these are not the new pieces. And then we'll see if we can craft the rings that we need. So I'm going to be looking at trying to craft 2 Skybreakers rings with blue slots, 2 Angmits rings with blue slots, and 2 Gloom Guides rings with blue slots as well. So we'll see what we can get, and then once again I'll join back with you. I also gained a bunch of legendary items from completing the moonlight cleansing, so we'll take a look at those as well once I'm done with attempting to craft the set items that I need. So let's hope we get some good pieces. I know it can be super frustrating, and yeah, trying to get pieces with a blue gem slot is the worst part, so wish me luck. Okay, so I've managed to replace all of these set items in this build. So we have all Inferno 9 set items. They're all 2705, so done pretty decent there with the combat rating. Obviously, I think you can get slightly higher combat rating than that. I've seen some that like 2746, I believe it is. So I can still work on it. I haven't got the attributes that I want on everything, and the magic I need to enchant some of these pieces to get what I want. I generally go for the damage taken reduced and player damage increased and reduced as well. I pretty much use, as I said, a lot of the same pieces in PvP and PvE, and I just swap things out. So I'll be looking at enchanting those. So far we've increased our combat rating by around or just under 700. So we're not yet at that 54,000. But I have not yet equipped any Inferno 9 legendary items. So let's go ahead and identify these ones that we found from the moonlight cleansing and see where that puts us in case any of these are decent upgrades. And as I said, I'm going to be kind of holding off on everything anyway, because I want to find the Inferno 9 essences and wait for those to drop in game as well. So I'm saving my Terra Rifts for that. As I already mentioned. So this one, it doesn't say it's an upgrade, but it's 2767. The only thing is that the magic attributes on it are kind of disappointing. However, I could literally just try and reforge one of those magic attributes to critical hit chance, and I'd be quite happy with that. So I'm going to lock that one. That one could potentially be pretty good. And this is why you have to check through, because sometimes it doesn't actually show you what things look like. This one is another one that's okay, so we'll lock that as well, just so that I don't go salvaging all the wrong items. Some of them aren't really any better than what we've got equipped. I know this helm down here says it's an increase, but 2707 is lower than some of the other ones that I've already got, so we're not going to use that. So yeah, the rest of this can be salvaged, so we'll go ahead and salvage these ones. And then I'm going to try some fine crafting, so we'll do that together. I'll see if we can fine craft some pieces as well, because I obviously want black hole attribute on my PvE gear so that I have that 4 out of 4. I think currently in this build I have the 4 out of 4 on the eternal magic, and it makes a huge difference in this build, so I'm going to look at getting 4 out of 4 once again. So let's do some I've clicked on totally the wrong thing. Let's do some equipment crafting. So I do believe that we can get the black hole on helm. So obviously we don't have loads of rhodolite, so I'm hoping we can craft at least 5 pieces of gear that are going to be useful. So let's try this one first. And is it on the right? Doesn't even say the right difficulty or anything, so hopefully this is going to give us Inferno 9 gear. So yeah, black hole is what we want to go for. Let's see if we can get something good. So 2747, that's pretty good, and it's also got critical hit damage, so I'm quite happy with that. Now I can get the black hole magic as well on shoulders, so let's craft a shoulder here. 2767 critical hit chance, damage increase 6% to enemies, so I can actually enchant that to have critical hit chance and critical hit damage, so I'm going to keep that one as well. And then next it's offhands that have the black hole magic, so let's hope we can get some luck with this as well. 2747, it's got black hole and lightning nova, but there's no other magic attributes there, which is super disappointing. Let's try again, because obviously we're going to need 2 offhands. We've got critical hit damage and black hole there, quite happy with that one. Black hole, critical hit damage again there. And now we are totally out of the rhodolite, but we still have materials to try fine crafting anyway, and or just normal legendary crafting. And one thing I will mention with this is that sometimes you find that even when you're not using rhodolite, you get better items. So let's just roll a few more of these and see if we find anything. So we've got slow time and disintegrate. That one I'm going to keep to one side for PvP. It's got critical hit damage as well there, so super happy with that. Actually doing not too bad with this. This one I won't use. I spoke too soon. Black Hole and Disintegrate. So not the best because it doesn't have any other magic attributes. Like I said, I want critical hit chance and critical hit damage ideally. That one again, not the best. Not the best there either. Let's try crafting some main hands because obviously we're going to need those as well. And it doesn't look like we're going to get anything decent from that either. So let's give the legs a go before I use all of my material. I'm not getting anything amazing here. I think I've got... Oh, actually that's quite a good one. I mean, it's not got all of the magic attributes that I want. I could enchant the Ray of Frost one to be a skill that I can actually use. Potentially we could use that as a higher combat rating item for things like Challenge Rift, so we'll keep hold of that for now as well. Let's do a couple more rolls on the legs and see if we can find anything more beneficial. And let's have a go on chest as well because we've not got anything for the chest yet. So we'll do 2-3 rolls on here. What have we got? 400 left. Let's do 2 more rolls. Nothing amazing is coming from this. That one's not too bad. Frostfield and Arcane Wind, but no other magic attributes. So, as I said, ideally I go for things with critical hit chance and critical hit damage. I think currently my critical hit chance and damage is around 30. Yeah, 49% critical hit damage, which is amazing. 29% critical hit chance. So I want to ideally stay similar to that, especially the critical damage. So I'm going to go through and find the best piece of gear from this, from what we've crafted, from what I've found in my stash. And I'm going to equip this and then we'll join back together in a moment and see what my total combat rating is from all of the Inferno 9 gear on my PvE loadout. Okay, so I think I am done with crafting for now. And I've also completed Challenge Rift so that I could upgrade one of my gear pieces. I am just under 54k. I'm missing it by 7 combat rating. However, if I did swap out my legendary gem here, if I equipped my Starfire Shard, I would be over 54k, so we've managed to do it, thankfully. My stats have changed slightly on my secondaries because of obviously going for the highest combat rating gear. My critical hit chance has also dropped, but my critical hit damage has increased, so it's not the end of the world. I've managed to gain the 4 out of 4 Black Hole on some gear. I've also got 2 out of 4 on Slow Time as well. And all of my gear pieces have now been replaced. They're not the highest combat rating on everything. I've gone for ones. This is the only one, I believe. Yep, this is the only one that I haven't yet replaced. So I'm still waiting to replace the main hand. And obviously when I do that, I'll have the 54k combat rating done as well. So yeah, let me know how you're getting on with your gear. Let me know how you're doing with combat rating for Inferno 9. And if you found anything really exceptional. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Official Diablo Partner.